Look at this beautiful, beautiful feast. We got Kung Pao chicken, we got honey mustard chicken, spicy honey. I don't even know what this is. It's like honey mustard chicken. We got lo mein, we got fried rice, we got some yum yum sauce right here. I am so excited for this meal. I just want to take a moment and appreciate it. Look at this divine creation. Look at that. I guess this would be a good thumbnail, huh? Thumbnail. Look at that, man. And I have a good topic for you today. I'm going to be venting today. I vent a lot, I've realized, because I just vent. I trust you guys. I feel like me and you have a good relationship where I can vent to you and you won't be mad at me, right? Please don't be mad at me. So today's topic, what I'm going to vent about, is people that spoil things. So I have a few people in my life that spoil things. And I'm realizing they're not doing it like on purpose. So, wait, let me eat a little bit. Oh my God, this is so good. So good. Such good flavor. I don't like that they charge for sauce at this place. So I'm really into video games. And not like really into it, but I definitely enjoy them. I keep up on it. I play like, the latest major releases. And but I don't like necessarily buy the game the day it comes out and play it as fast as possible and like beat it in 2 days. And there's people in my life that like to do that for some reason, and then they like to talk about it and talk about just the game, and I'm like, I haven't even bought it yet. So why are you even talking to me about it? Because I have nothing to contribute to the conversation, because I don't know what the game is. I haven't played it. So it's basically, that's annoying on its head. Even if you're not spoiling it and you're talking to me about a game that I haven't played yet, there's nothing I can say. It's just you have to talk. You're just talking at me about a game because I've never played it. It's like if someone's talking to you about a movie you haven't seen. It's like, I haven't seen it. I don't know what it's about. There's nothing really to say. Now, if I'm asking you, like, if I know that you've seen a movie and I'm asking you, like, hey, was it good? Like, was it worth it? What's your opinion? Then, of course, talk about it. But if you're coming up to me and talking about something I haven't seen, it's like, one, I just am not interested. Okay, all right, let me dial it back here. So, this guy keeps, like, talking about this game. And I said, oh yeah, like, he's like, you don't mind me talking about it, right? Because, like, I know you haven't played it yet. And I'm like, no, of course, like, talk about whatever you want. I'm not going to control you. You can talk about anything. And I just said, I don't want any spoilers. And he's like, oh yeah, of course. And then, so he says, like, and then he'll proceed and be like, so this isn't a spoiler. And then he'll proceed to spoil something. And I'm like, oh, well, there's that. Or he'll do this thing where he'll be like, he'll be like about to say something, and he'll be like, you don't mind me saying this, right? And I'm like, say what? Like, I don't even know what you're referring to. And then he'll like say what he's gonna say, and it's a spoiler. I'm like, well, yes, but you said it, so well. And he'll be like, I don't think this is a spoiler. Do you mind if I say it? And I'm like, well, I don't know if it's a spoiler because I haven't played it. So if you don't know, I don't know. It's just hard to explain, but. And this is like multiple people. There's like 3 people that are doing this right now with this game. They don't know what a spoiler is, I guess. I think they think a spoiler is if they just come up to me and tell me like the ending. But it's like, no, a spoiler is if you're telling me something about a game that was not in the trailer and it's supposed to be a surprise. So if there's a new weapon, a new mechanic, a new whatever that isn't in the trailer, that's a spoiler, of course. And so I've heard so much about this game, and this just always happens. I don't know what to do to make people just like stop spoiling it. And again, it would be one thing if I was playing the game and you're just talking about it, and in casual conversation you like mention something kind of like about the game that I may not have gone to yet, but I'm not even playing the game, so it's just like there's nothing that I can contribute to the conversation, so it's just this boring, like me sitting there listening to you pseudo spoiling every single random detail about the game. And I just don't really get it, especially because there's people that are playing it, so just talk to them about it. Why talk about it to me? But maybe I'm just being overly sensitive to it, but I don't like when things are spoiled. Some people don't care about it, which is fine, whatever. But for me, I'm like, why would I want to hear you spoil the plot to something? Why would I want you to hear, like, what? Why would I want to hear that? And to me, if you don't mind if something's spoiled, it's because it's something you're not interested in. If you're interested in something, you don't want it spoiled. I don't know. And I had this one friend who is so bad at it. I've had to tell her so many times to not spoil. And they'll like literally be like, oh yeah, of course not, I won't spoil. And then they'll send me like a picture of something in the game that's a spoiler. Like they'll send me like images of spoilers. I'm like, what the? Or they'll talk about the literal ending. They'll be like, the ending, they did this. That's not really a spoiler though. You just told me the ending. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not really a spoiler? If it's something that I wouldn't know unless I played the game, it's a spoiler. I don't get it, yo. I'm being such a little brat right now. But, you know what I mean, guys? Like, and I get mad. It's raining. But what do you guys think? Do you care about spoilers? What's the etiquette? Am I being too... Because again, I don't want to be a person that like... I don't want you to feel like you can't talk about what you want to talk about. I want you to feel comfortable around me. I want you to talk about whatever. So if you're playing a game that you're really excited about, you really want to talk about it, I want you to be able to talk about it. But I guess if I make it clear to you that I'm going to get that game and play it myself soon, you don't need to like talk about spoilers from it, because that's not really a conversation starter to have. It's not nice to the person you're talking to, because they can't contribute to the conversation. They just sit there and listen to you monologue about a game that they're not playing yet. And if they're asking you for your opinion, your feedback, your review, that's one thing. But if you're just telling them, and again, if you want someone to play a game that you're really into, you can go up to them and say, like, oh my god, you should play it, it's super fun. You don't need to say, you should play it, it's super fun. On level 2, when you jump on the platform, this is what happens, and then this boss comes out. It's like, you don't need to do that. Just tell them about the general vibe. And the fact that there's so many people in my life that do spoil things, it makes me think, like, am I the one that's being dramatic? Because everyone seems to do it. People don't seem to understand. Or maybe they think that, I don't know. I get excited about every cute little detail in the game. So to you, it might be silly and benign, but to me, I'm like, oh, yay. But anyway, I don't like spoilers. I may do a part 2 to this, where I go into more detail. But for now, I'll leave it at that. Let's just enjoy the food. This freaking delicious food. The white sauce kind of makes it look a little gray, because the white sauce is mixing with like the burnt kind of charred, so white and black mixed together makes it a little gray. But it is fantastically delicious. Fantastic. Also, just like, this isn't spoiler related, but just people that like I don't like people that talk at you. Talk with me. Don't just walk up to me and monologue. That's my biggest pet peeve ever. Someone will come up to you and talk about themselves for 5 minutes straight without taking a breath. And I'll be like, showing interest. I'll be like asking questions. I'll be nodding. I'll be making eye contact. But then the second you talk about yourself for like 5 seconds, they clearly do not give a beep. And they just are just like, almost like, they stare at you almost like you have 2 heads. Like, why are you talking about yourself? I don't care. And then after you say something for 5 seconds, they'll basically cut you off and be like, oh, that reminds me of blank. And they'll start talking about themselves again. That makes me so mad. Because I'm like, oh, you're not viewing me as like a human being. You're viewing me as this just a thing for you to use to entertain yourself. Because you have no interest in me as a person at all. Like, so little interest that you can't even comprehend listening to me for more than 5 seconds. I don't like that. I do not like that. And I know a lot of people that are like that. And they're not being intentionally mean. It's just they just don't understand that when you talk to another person, they don't just exist to listen to you and whatever random thing you're talking about. Especially like, never mind. Guys, do I complain a lot? Do you like when I complain in my videos, or do you want me to stop? I'm trying to be a negative person, I don't want to bring negativity. And I don't think that I'm being negative. I feel like right now I'm just more so venting, hopefully. That's how it's coming across. And I mean that genuinely. I really... Every single bite of this meal has been so good. Again, I hope that I didn't come across as negative in this video. I was just talking about something that was happening to me lately with people spoiling things, and I just wanted to vent about it. Let me know if you would prefer I talk about more positive things. Again, not that I think that venting is negative necessarily, because I feel like it's part of human nature to just need to, if something's bothering you, express it. And I hope that I wasn't expressing it in a negative way. I want to express it in a clear way and a non-toxic way. So